drop the puck. We're at Deeside Leisure Centre today to witness a game between the Billingham Stars and Deeside Dragons. Dragons, of course, coming off the back of a narrow defeat to Solway Sharks, looking to build on their really good win against Blackburn the week before. Billingham, a team who are on the rise, a team who have got a mission, but they're the only team in this league to have beaten the Solway Sharks.
Yeah, Solway have been fantastic this year, unbeaten until last weekend where the Billingham Stars won 3-2 on home ice, and a fantastic performance by Bostrom. He got 2 goals in that game, and he actually got the game-winning goal, and that's fantastic. He's looked really, really good this year. He got over 50 points last year, and he's doing the same thing again this year for the Billingham Stars.
So of course, Billingham are ranked number 2 at the moment, and you've got Deeside who are currently sitting in 6th position, and a win today for them today could jump the Dragons up to 4th place. And of course, that's been with the addition of the disciplinary points that the league have enforced on Whitley. So right now there's quite a few teams in that 3rd, 4th and 5th spot fighting for a top spot.
Yeah, Dragons just got to keep working out. They had a fantastic result last week, 9-4 against the Blackburn Hawks. Sent a real statement. You know, they're scoring a lot of goals this year. The problem is they're conceding a lot. They conceded 41 goals more than the Billingham Stars that they played tonight. That's a lot of goals to be conceded compared to 2 teams. What I want to be seeing tonight is a bit more two-way hockey. Last year, one of the players who really stood out for me when I played was Simon Furnival. He played fantastic two-way hockey. He works really, really hard in the defensive zone, and then he got the points. He got 35 points last year, but this year he's only got 3. And that's something that we need to see more of from Cy Furnival, more points on that board.
Well, of course, Scott McKenzie in previous interviews has said that, you know, the forwards need to be coming back and defending as well. But the Dragons have strengthened somewhat recently, haven't they?
Yeah, with this link with the whole Pirates and the EPL, they've managed to pick up a guy called Brad Betteridge. We might have seen him in the league with the Telford Tigers last year. He's a forward and a D-man. He doesn't score that many points. He only got 6 points all season last year, but he got 76 penalty minutes. So maybe he's going to add a little bit of grit for the Dragons, who are lacking that bit this year. But on the negative side, could that be an issue? You know, the Dragons take a lot of penalties. Do they really need somebody who's taking a lot more penalties as well?
Well, that's the key, of course, to tonight's game. Mainly this is the number 2 ranked offence and defence against the 2nd worst defence in the league. Dragons have conceded a lot of goals, and Scott McKenzie's been quite vocal in the way of trying to strengthen the defence, stop this goalie, because we know they can score, but conceding more is become a bit of a problem. What do you expect from them tonight?
Yeah, the key for the Dragons is to stopping the Stars. They've got fantastic firepower. The top 2 lines are awesome at scoring. You know, one guy is Chris Sykes. What a player! He's played EPL, he's played Elite League. He's already on 22 points this year, and you know he's strengthened by the 2 imports who are not far behind him. You know, their firepower is unbelievable. So the Dragons got a big task to stop them guys tonight.
So of course, for the Dragons, anybody in particular we should be watching out for tonight?
For the Dragons, you know, watch out for Betteridge, see how he performs tonight. Simon Furnival, like I said, I want to see a good performance from him. You know, one guy we've not really talked about is Alex Parry. He's had a fantastic game, a fantastic season so far. He goes a little bit unnoticed because he's on a line with Kankan-Ranta, so he's not getting the goals, but he's helping and getting the assists. He's working hard in the corners, he's creating the chances for Kankan-Ranta.
Well, of course, in recent games at the Dragons, we've noticed that Scott McKenzie's dropped back a little bit into defence, and it's been a pivotal role he's been playing because we've seen a better performance from the Dragons. Do you see him playing that role again tonight, Mike?
I imagine so. They do have Mark Lovell back, but I think McKenzie is liking that position. As a defenseman, you can see more of the ice. You can see what's in front of him and what's going on, so he can assess what's going up front, and you know, try and solve that puzzle that is Flavel.
So as you say, Flavel's going to be a key player for Billingham tonight. Dragons have got to find a way of unlocking that defence, start getting on the scoreboard. Maybe tonight could be the night and a turning point for the Dragons. So with that, we'll go on to the ice now, and it's time to drop the puck.
Hello and welcome to Deeside Leisure Centre, North Wales, where we have the Billingham Stars versus the Dragons. We're starting off with Billingham in D zone as they look up ice. Dragons with a good forecheck there. Mark Lovell takes it into the corner. Lovell under pressure by the Billingham elder on the bush, chips it out, and it goes into neutral ice where Scott McKenzie will pick up that puck and gets out of the D zone. Lovell brings it back, D to D over to McKenzie. McKenzie finds Kankaranranta through the middle. He takes on the defence. He goes out wide. He's looking for options. He has nothing, so he throws it on goal, and Flavel easily disposes of that one. Parry battles along the corner. Has a little look up. He's still got possession from the corner. Fantastic play by Parry. He throws it into the middle. Mark Lovell can't quite get on the end of that one, and the Stars are able to leave the zone with Bostrom. Bostrom steps over the blue line, looks for a shot, low and wide. Jordan Bannon picks up that loose puck and he races down the left wing. He shoots a shot at the chest of Flavel and unable to pick up the rebound there, Gary.
Yeah, that was unlucky. That would have been a lovely shot if he'd got it in.
As we see Jack Watkins lose the play, and looks like the ref has called a penalty on Bannon. It looks like an interference call there.
Oh, already.
So we're a minute and a half into this game, Gary, and we're going to see the Stars on the power play. As Billingham pick up possession, Davis has the puck in defence. He passes over to his partner, Keeley. Keeley finds Palm-York on the left wing, wide open. He skates down Crompton. Gets shoots, he scores!
It's been coming.
Fantastic skating there by Palm-York. The Billingham Stars stretch the play down the wing. He goes one-on-one with Compton. He just lifts it over the left pad, and it's 1-0 to Billingham. As we have a face-off to regain play with 4 minutes gone in the first period. We have Stars 1, Dragons 0. McKenzie picks up the puck behind the goal. He's going to wait for his team to regroup and break out. His Kankaranranta curls, and he's going to find the puck off McKenzie. McKenzie to Kankaranranta. Back to McKenzie. He's looking for an option. He finds Kankaranranta, but he's stood up on the blue line by Davis. McKenzie's going to go for a little skate here. He's going to try and help his offense. He fakes it over to Kankaranranta, and he shoots wide. Billingham. It looks like we're going to get a 2-on-1 here. As we have Bostrom. Passes, he shoots, he scores! Fantastic pass by Bostrom over to Keeley. Keeley takes a little deke around Compton, who commits, and it's an empty net to score into, and now all of a sudden it's 2-0. So we're going to see a Dragons power play here for the first time tonight, as the Stars player, Callum Davis, gets a 2-minute call for hooking. As Matty Compton looks to play the puck to Mark Lovell. Mark Lovell skates behind the goal as they looks to forecheck, break out the puck. Lovell to McKenzie. McKenzie skates over the blue line. He tries to get the shape that he wants, and Lovell receives the puck. Lovell's looking for an option. He finds McKenzie. McKenzie tries to go cross ice, and it's intercepted there by Scott Ward, and the Dragons have to regroup as the Stars look for a change.
Dragons have got to get something from this penalty power play.
Yeah, most definitely. At the moment, they're not moving the puck quick enough. The Stars are just quite happy in their defensive penalty kill. And look, again, we're seeing an interception. Palm-York manages to get past Lovell. One-on-one with Compton, shoots, he scores!
It's in.
Fantastic work ethic there by Palm-York to out-muscle Mark Lovell, which doesn't happen often. One-on-one with Compton through the 5-hole, 3-0.
Penalty kill goal as well.
So we're going to see some 4-on-4 hockey as a player from each side is going to the penalty box for a little bit of taking a dislike to each other there. Do you think that's a little bit of frustration from the Dragons there, Gary?
I think so, but they've got to be very careful because the league is stamping down on this misbehaviour, especially talking back to the officials. And Dragons can't afford having their players in the penalty box.
No, not at all, as Matty Compton still doesn't look comfortable with that shot. As Parsons finds Bannon, but it jumps over his stick. Gavin Austin's there to take it over the blue line. Austin, big shot, was saved by Flavel. And Billingham Stars win that face-off with 20 seconds to go in the first period as Super skates down the ice. He skates out wide tries to take on Davison. Davison with a good body position. He wins that puck off Super and is able to generate an attack. But it comes to nothing, and Matt Wainwright dumps it over to James Parsons. Parsons down the boards, pressured by Keeley. Keeley doesn't find it, and that's the end of the first period where the Stars are winning 3-0.
Well, what can I say about that one, Mike? It's Stars have stamped their authority quite early in this game. Be interested to see how the Dragons go into the locker room. 3-0 down, with it all to play for in the second period. Join us after the break.
We are back here for second period action between the Stars and the Dragons, where the Stars are currently 3-0 up. Gary, what do you expect from the Dragons to try and get back into this game?
Well, they need to consolidate that defence a bit more, because the thing I noticed most was in that first period there was like a large channel right down the middle of the ice, and it was like they were inviting the Billingham players to skate down and score.
Yeah, that's the awareness of the defensemen. You know, they should move over. They should have half an ice each, and they should move over as a unit. I feel like table football, you just slide across. You know, that's what you want to be seeing from the Dragons' defence. As we see the Dragons with some early pressure in the Billingham zone, as Kankarana picks up the puck in the slot, he shoots. Oh, fantastic save there by Flavel, and it covers up. And the Dragons win the puck. Here comes into the new zone as Watkins. Good forecheck there, but is unable to pick up the loose puck. A Super shot wide of the goal again.
Well, Austin seems to have recovered. He's on the ice now.
Yeah, he took a couple of deep breaths and he's all right. It's good to go. As Kennedy throws it on net, but it's blocked there by the defensive work of Stade. And there's a loose rebound. And again, the Dragons failed to hit the target. And one tipped in front. Flavel gets his body in front. Ross Kennedy from the point. And shoots and scores! The Stars fail to clear the zone properly. They just throw it right through the middle, straight to Ross Kennedy, who takes a big slap shot, low and hard.
The one thing I noticed there, Mike, was the Dragons players were well in that goal area, where they've been lacking that before, trying to pick up on any loose scraps there.
Face-off won by the Stars with Bowen. Hard hit there by Ward as they battle with Furnivall along the boards. Furnivall tries to retaliate, but the Stars are able to get the puck out. Throws it into the corner for Emerson to chase. Emerson's beaten there by Wainwright, and Ward again with a big hit. Dispossesses the puck. Ward finds Campbell. Campbell from the point, low shot, hits the skate, but Brad Betteridge is able to clear the puck out of the zone, and Davison picks up the puck for the Stars. Chased down by Wigglesworth. Goes behind the goal, he's still forechecked hard, and he goes down. Good forecheck work there by Wigglesworth, but the Stars still able to come out with the puck. Davison finds Ward. Ward to Bowman. Bowman has a look, shoots, hits the skate, and bounces off the backboards, and Compton's covers.
When they're coming out, the Stars, they're coming out fast and in numbers.
Yeah.
And it's like the Dragons are being caught on the hop every time.
Yeah. Face off in the Dragon zone, won by the Dragons, but unable to pick up. Pass through the middle, he shoots, he scores!
Oh my goodness.
Bostrom's got a goal there.
You couldn't have got an easier goal than that.
No, not at all. The Dragons fell asleep after winning the face-off. They didn't pick up the loose puck, and I think it was Davis who found Bostrom wide open in the slot, who just puts it under Mike Compton's pads. Face-off won by the Dragons, and a quick shot there by Jordan Bannon goes over the glass. As Elder picks up the puck, finds Davis. Davis avoids the hit, keeps the puck, finds Elder. Oh, good work by Gann. Oh, it's a hard hit, and Boston doesn't like it. There's going to be a scuffle of Bannon getting involved with Bostrom.
I think Bannon's just holding Bostrom back. He wasn't happy with that at all.
No, it was a hard, heavy hit from behind by Gavin Austin. And rightly so, the Billingham Stars don't like that. We actually saw something similar up in Billingham a few weeks ago with I believe it was Stones who made a hard hit, and it's pretty similar to that. And Billingham, rightly so, took a dislike to it, and two guys went at it.
By the looks of it, Austin's just saying, it wasn't intentional.
And Davis from the point, he fakes it and just throws it down into the corner where Watkins will battle with two Dragons players. And the Dragons aren't able to catch up to that one, and Palm York is going to win that race. He's again got two Dragons players on him, and he's doing a fantastic job of out-muscling them two. There's three lingering around now.
It's a little bit like a rugby scrum.
It is a little bit, and the thing is, if the Stars come out with the puck there's got to be space for someone. Sykes fends it off from McKenzie. Again, he finds Palm York. Good shot. Comes in, shoots, he scores.
Picks up them loose pucks.
Fantastic work, I've got to say, by Chris Sykes in the corner to outmuscle two Dragons players. Comes out with it, lays it off to Palm York. A hard wrist shot from Palm York. Compton can't keep hold of it. As Bowman wins the face-off in the Stars zone, and the Stars are able to pass it out wide and break out with Emerson. Great skating there to split the D. He finds his Bostrom, who fails to hit the net, and it's battling on the half-boards. Bostrom and Bowman. Bostrom comes out with it, success to Bowman. Bowman has a shot. Oh, he fans on it. He's not going to get another chance because his stick got caught up, and the Dragons survive with Andrew Chappell coming down the boards. Chappell cuts inside, tries to find Wigglesworth, but Wigglesworth is marked by Keeley. Keeley picks up the loose puck. Nice little spin move there but to get rid of the forecheck of the Dragons, and he's coming through neutral zone ice. Find Bostrom on the blue line. Bostrom has a little look. Steps over Gavin Austin, takes a shot, shoots, he scores!
Oh.
Fantastic move there by Bostrom to cut inside the defenseman, and then again shoots 5-hole. The Stars seem to think that the 5-hole is the weakness of Matty Compton tonight.
Well, they're finding all the weaknesses, and they've certainly unlocked that Dragons defence, Mike.
And we're back underway here, and the Stars again up by 6-1 now.
It's a commanding lead that Mike.
It is. The Dragons just look lost out there. They don't really know what else to do, really.
But it's like we said at the top of the show, this is a team that have got a game plan. This is a team that are on a mission, and they're looking to get a top spot.
They are. They want to fight Solway for that number 1 spot. They want to win league championships up in Billingham.
Fantastic saves there by Flower.
He's looking calm and collected, Flavel, as always. Doesn't look flustered at all. As the Dragons are trying to get some possession in the Star zone for a little bit. With Kankaranter tries to move too much. And the Stars are able to clear the puck away, with Bettridge collecting that puck. Bostrom slowly forechecks, and Bettridge just steps from the side. And a wild pass. He's going to cause an icing call, and down to the Dragons' end. Face off in the Dragon zone. Sykes shot from the wide angle. Compton saves it. And the Dragons are able to get it on the half with Super. Super can't clear the zone. He finds Thornton. Thornton winds up. Good save there by Compton, but there's a rebound. Oh, and the rebound goes wide by Sykes.
Got to collect them pucks.
Yeah, he's just not looked comfortable tonight, Compton. Maybe he's had a few games layoff, so maybe he's just a little bit rusty, not game sharp. As the Dragons try to attack, Thornton shuts it down. A nice little play there by Sykes to find Palmbrook. Back to Sykes. Sykes still with the puck. Dispossessed by Parsons as he skates out. He has a little look. And it's going to be a 3-on-3 attack. He tries to beat the defenseman Keeley, but he doesn't so. As Emerson finds Palmbrook on the boards. Palmbrook uses his strength to fend off Wainwright. He loses his stick in the play. And Bannon's able to attack with Parsons. Parsons has a look in the zone. Finds McKenzie. McKenzie down low to Bannon. Again, this is the issue. Look where McKenzie is as a defenseman. He's taking a shot in the crease. And look where the defence are for the Dragons. They've got Ryan Jones, and that's it. As they score!
Oh, it's well in. How did he manage to get that in there?
Some graft there, and obviously the They outnumbered them in the zone, and that time it worked for Mackenzie and the Dragons as they score their second goal of the night.
So they're not out of this by any shout.
As they line up to the face-off, the Stars win the face-off. Elder is unable to find the pass. He's muscled with Lovell. Lovell puts him into the boards and wins possession. Poor pass though, and finds Bostrom. Bostrom shoots low.
Oh,
good save
my
by
goodness.
Compton. And the rebound isn't capitalised on as Campbell throws it back in front. There's a lot of bodies in front of that crease at the moment, and Compton's still unable to cover it.
And the net's off its mountain.
And now we finally get a whistle. With 15 seconds remaining in the period, the Stars are going to get this one into neutral zone ice. Mackenzie unable to throw it into the Billingham Stars zone. And they're just going to run down the clock here. And Gary, there it is, 6-2 to the Stars after 2. What do you think now?
Well, look, on the whole, it's 3-2 to the Billingham Stars for this period. So at least the Dragons have come out and put a couple of points on the board, but it's a little too far for them at the moment. They're 4 points behind. They're leaving themselves wide open. They're not collecting that puck when it's floating around their own net area. They've got to be a little bit more careful, otherwise Billingham are going to make them suffer. But we'll see what Scott McKenzie can do with the guys in the changing room, see if he can generate them to do something in this third period. Join us for the third period after this break.
We're here for third period action between the Dragons and the Stars, where the Stars currently lead the Dragons 6-2. Gary, what can we expect from the Dragons to try and, cut the deficit a little bit?
Well, they've got to try and salvage something from this game. I mean, they're still in with a shout. They can get 4 scores, but I just don't think they're going to be capable of doing it against this strong Billingham team.
That's it. Billingham have looked really, really good tonight, haven't they? They've looked focused. They know what they're doing, and it showed. As Edler comes down the boards, and we're going to go 2-on-2. You've got Bostrom who skates offside. Chappell lines up for the face-off, and he wins it over to Furnival. Furnival takes a shot, hits a skate, and Davis is able to pick up that puck, and he comes to find his partner, which is Emerson. Emerson tries to throw it in the middle for Bowen, but Matty Wainwright is there. And Wigglesworth tips it in and is going to forecheck on his own with Keeley. He puts Keeley in the boards, but Matt Wainwright comes down low, finds Wigglesworth, shot, and a save by Flavel there. The Stars were opened up a little bit there, which is unusual to see tonight.
Well, Dragons have certainly come out with that same tempo again at the start of the third, as they have with the other 2 periods. But it's whether they can maintain that pressure, Mike.
Yeah. The Stars, they've now got a 4-goal cushion, so they're not going to be, risking too much as Wainwright gets dispossessed in front of the zone by Emerson. There's a battle in the corner, and the Dragons are still battling, and Furnival still unable to get it out as Bowman keeps it in. Bowman finds Ward. Ward shoots! Oh, it hits the side netting of Compton's goal, and the Stars still keep possession with Emerson. Emerson finds Ward. Ward looking for Bowman. Good stick save by Compton. And it's going to go into neutral zone ice, and the Stars going to regroup with Keeley. Keeley over to Bowman. Bowman's having a little look up. He's got a bit of ice to skate into. Gets across the Dragons' blue line and throws it in on goal. Compton puts it around the boards. Bostrom finds it though to Keeley. Keeley, wrist shot. Good save there by Compton. Bostrom throws it down low to Bowman. Bowman, nice pass there to Bostrom. Bostrom gets it back. He's unable to quite get a hold of his Lovell. Some great stick work, and they get it out of the zone. Campbell, pressure up by Kankan-Ranta. He's able to find Bostrom. Bostrom over to Ward. To Bowman, sorry. Bowman evades a check by McKenzie and throws it over to Elder. Bostrom picks up the loose puck in the corner. He's having a look. Finds Thornton on the point. Thornton throws it on goal. Oh, Mike Compton didn't see that one. As it goes all the way around, it doesn't hit the net. McKenzie picks it up behind the goal. McKenzie Out of the reach of Kankan-Ranta. Thornton picks it up. He finds Davis. Davis over the blue line to Elder. Elder, wrist shot. Oh, he's at the post.
Oh my goodness.
Comes back out to Davis, but good defensive work in the end by the Dragons, and the post saves the Dragons on that one. Mackenzie tries to stretch pass over to Bannon. Bannon skates over the blue line. Drops it over to Parsons. Parsons throws it behind the net to Parsons, to Bannon. Bannon over to Jones. Winds up, shoots low, shoots, and it's just gone wide. Bostrom just chips it out into neutral zone ice, and the Dragons will have to regroup on that one. As Jones finds Super on the blue line. Challenged by Elder. Behind the goal with the puck, the Dragons, Bannon. Bannon's got no options on D, so he throws it behind the goal, and the Stars are able to put it down the board, but it doesn't get out the zone. Now they've got a bit of time. He's going to find Palmbjork, who gets hit by Kennedy. Good work there by Kennedy to dispossess him. Oh, and Gavin Ross has lost the puck. Oh, and it's a great save there by Mike Compton. Again, Gary, we talk about the Dragons' defence being too lax and too calm on the puck, I suppose.
It's weird because just watching the Stars passing the puck around, they're very confident, but it's almost like they've got the blueprint to the Dragons' defence, and they know how to pick them apart.
Yeah, I suppose that is the disadvantage of having only two natural defensemen in the Dragons lineup.
Of course, yeah.
It's only Ross Kennedy and Matt Wainwright who are actual natural defensemen. Gavin Austin, who we see now, has just been dispossessed by Sykes, who shoots and scores. Fantastic skill there to put it under the stick of Gavin Austin. 1-on-1 with Compton, and again it's through the 5-hole. Face-off won there by the Dragons. Ryan Jones puts it around the boards with Lovell. Lovell skating up the ice. He's looking for an option. He finds Kankan-Ranta, who picks it up. He's going to go around the defenseman. Spinorama, and it's a hit and a skate, and it comes out. As you see, Kemp getting his first shift for the Dragons tonight. He's had to wait a long time, so he's going to be pretty cold out there. As Davis picks up the puck, takes it past Kemp, who gets a good stick on the play. But Mackenzie gives the puck straight back to the Billingham Stars. Davison slows it down, waits for Bostrom to curl out. And a breakout from the Stars. Bostrom right through the middle of the Dragons here. Nice wrist shot, good save there by Compton. The defenseman hits Kankan-Ranta, and they fail to get the puck out. Mackenzie has a look, takes on a player. He's going to find Kankan-Ranta on the wing. Shoots, good blocker save there by Flavel. The Stars finds Sykes on the boards. 2-on-1 here. Can Sykes find? He shoots. Oh, fantastic
well
save! Rebound. He shoots. He scores.
And that's what happens. No defence there again.
We see a 2-on-1, and even when Mike Compton comes out with a fantastic pad save, the third player into the zone is a Billingham Stars, not a second defenseman for the Dragons, and Watkins puts it in an empty net. As Billingham win the face-off again, they're dominating the face-off as well as the game with Super. Super just throws it into the Stars zone, and Keely's going to pick it up. Pressure from Parsons. Sykes and Super battle. Super wins that one, and he comes out for another wraparound. Flavel's there, and he covers it low. Face-off in the Stars zone, won by the Stars. Keely puts it around to Palmbjork. Palmbjork tips it off, and pressure on number 4 for the Dragons, which is great move by Kennedy. Kennedy shoots, he scores!
Well, that's a surprise.
Just out of nowhere, Kennedy goes on his solo run. Fantastic toe drag around the defence, puts it in backhand, and that's his second goal of the game.
He must be pleased with himself, but still a lot to ask. 5 again. 5 scores against them.
Face off in the Stars zone, and Bostrom collects that puck. And And the Stars are slowing down. Stretch pass over to Elder. Elder can't quite reach it. He's going to put on Matty Compton behind the goal. Elder does well to dispossess Compton, but the Dragons can pick up that loose puck. Wainwright. Over to Lovell. Lovell mishandles. Campbell in the neutral zone. It's still going. But Ryan Jones picks it up. Over to Lovell. Lovell come over the blue line of the Stars. He's looking for options. He's going to throw it across. Nobody's there. As Campbell lays it over to Bostrom. As Kemp starts to put in a few hits, and his couple of shifts he's getting now, but Bostrom's stronger. Wrist shot stopped by Wainwright with his stick. And they battle hard in the corner. Wainwright forcing 3 Dragons to try and dispossess that puck, and they haven't, as Bostrom still has it. Over to the defenseman. Nice pass to Bostrom. Bostrom shoots,
Oh, what a shot! Oh,
fantastic awareness there by Thornton. He could have took the shot. Everyone went over to Thornton, but he found Bostrom wide open, passed it across, and he's got a wide open net to shoot and score.
you can't leave spaces like that for Bostrom. He'll just make sure that he sticks them away every time.
So with just under 5 minutes remaining of the third period, hopefully the Dragons are going to be able to just play for a bit of pride here and keep it under double figures.
Yeah,
But a poor giveaway by McKenzie gives the Stars. Oh, he's hit the post. Bowman's hit the post there. And McKenzie's breathes a sigh of relief as he comes down on the attack. McKenzie. Oh, to Furnival. Furnival can't find Wigglesworth.
nice move, but resulted in nothing.
Yeah, it's just been like that for the Dragons all night, really. They've just not quite had the final touch, really, have they? You know, they've got some nice play, but just not quite got the final killer instinct. As Jones goes for a skate now. McKenzie skips past Bowman. Puts into the corner, and Ward's going to get there before Furnival. Davis has a look, finds a player in the middle who tips it in to Compton, who's going to cover it from the pressure. We've got another 2-on-1 for the Billingham Stars. He shoots. A good defensive play there by Betteridge, who commits himself even though it's a 9-3 scoreline. As Ward can't find the pass. And Kennedy's just going to run down this clock with 5 seconds remaining. And the Billingham Stars are going to win this game by 9-3.
Game with Terry Ward after a comprehensive 3-9 victory here in Deeside. A great game from the lads, Terry. We started how we wanted to start.
Yeah, I mean it was great for us. You know, we scored a lot of our chances, half chances we put away. Deeside were in the game all the way through it, believe it or not. Scoreline doesn't reflect the game, I don't think. You know, it's a discredit to Deeside, I think. I think they really played well. We played well too, but we took our chances and they didn't.
I think a feature of the game all the way through was really our passing. It was very crisp, a lot of tape-to-tape passing there, and as you say, we were able to finish those chances.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working hard at practice at our passing game, and it's starting to pay dividends now, I think, and we had a good win last week over the league leaders, and then we've come on the road and had a good win on the road too.
We've spoken in recent weeks, Terry, about the need to play 60 minutes, and you've got that again tonight. Yeah,
I mean, we've been, you know, consciously talked about it in the dressing room that we need to do that, and hopefully going forward we'll be doing that all the time.
We've had a couple of fantastic weeks from our two Swedes, and they've got on the score sheet again tonight, 5 goals between them. They're really on a rich vein of form right now.
Yeah, I think both Daniel and Dennis are scoring the goals tonight, and you know, they are really coming on fire. You know, they're on form at the minute, and it's good that they're scoring the goals for the team.
We're on a real rich vein of form, as we say. We've got to carry that forward now. We've got Sutton next week, and they're one of the only teams to really put a blip on our recent form. So a chance for revenge next week.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we were rubbish when we went to Sutton. There's no other word for it, really. So we have to, you know, take our form in what we've had the last couple of weeks back into that, and make sure we get revenge on Sutton. You're quite right.
We've got those 2 points tonight. Solway have got another 4 this weekend, so it still is kind of all to play for, though.
Of course, it's still, it's still before Christmas yet. Anything can happen after Christmas, and we've got to keep hanging onto their shirt tails there and putting pressure on them by winning our games. That puts pressure on them to win their games. So.
Well, thanks for your time tonight, Terry. A fantastic win, and I'm sure all the boys sound happy in the dressing room.
Oh, they certainly are. Thanks very much, Carol. Thank you.
Post-game with Dennis Bostrom after a fantastic win here in Deeside this evening. Conducting this interview in English, my apologies for that. But a hat-trick for you tonight and a really great game.
Yeah, we did a pretty good game, I think. Good first period, 3-0 after that, and I think we got a little bit slack in the second, but we came up in the third and did our job, finished the job.
There's a lot of really crisp passing out there from the Stars tonight, and it seemed that we were able to finish our chances where perhaps Deeside weren't, and certainly you were a benefit to some of those passes. Yeah,
we have some good passing, and Dan did 2 goals, and I think Sykes did 2. We scored some goals, we scored 9, and well finished.
Yourself and Dan are on a really hot streak at the minute. You're scoring goals for fun and clearly having some fun here in Billingham.
Yeah, of course we have, and trying to do it next weekend too before we go home.
Yeah, you have one more game and then you go home for Christmas break, yes?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks home, celebrating.
And one final question everybody's dying to know, Swedish kebabs or Teesside Parmo?
Well, Swedish kebabs.
Is that with extra sauce?
Extra sauce, it's the best.
Thank you for your time tonight, Dennis.
Thank you.
We're post-game here with Ross Kennedy after a 9-3 defeat here in Deeside. A tough result for the team, but a great performance from yourself.
Yeah, it's tough weekend tonight. It's hard to play top 2 teams, but I'd prefer to take some points away from it, but it's one of them. Go for next weekend.
As you say, you pushed the Solway Sharks really close last night, and tonight perhaps the scoreline doesn't accurately reflect the performance you guys put in.
Yeah, I think we played well in some parts, but we lacked a bit in some other parts, but it's one of them nights.
And one of the standout moments of the game, though, was your goal there, where you broke through the entire team and finished under Flavel. You must have been really pleased with that goal.
Yeah, I just shut my eyes and went. Got a bit of confidence, and why not?
You seem to be playing really well yourself tonight. You've got a couple of tough games coming up on the road next week. You'll be looking to carry that form forward and hopefully getting the results that it perhaps deserves.
Yeah. It's all about the confidence I've gained. I've injured for 7 weeks, so just getting back on the ice and give it my all. So hopefully next weekend get the points we need for the Christmas break.
Well, as I say, it's been a great game for yourself. Not the result that you wanted, but great game anyway. Thank you for your time.
Cheers.
Post-game with Scott McKenzie after a really tough 9-3 defeat here in Deeside this evening. That must be pretty tough to take, Scott.
I don't know. I think there's a lot. I actually don't think we played that bad. I don't think the scoreline reflects the performance that the guys put in. We worked extremely hard, and Billingham just took their chances and we didn't. Simple as that. I thought we actually moved the puck well all weekend. We were aggressive. We turned a lot of pucks over. We just didn't get the breaks tonight, and sometimes that happens. That's hockey. We played a really good game in Solway last night. I'm happy with the performance tonight again, and you know what? We'll take a lot from that tonight. Although we lost, I'm not too fussed.
Well, as you say, you're not the first to say it this evening, the scoreline probably didn't reflect the game. Certainly you started the second really, really well, and the goal that you scored was a direct result of that pressure.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a good team, we've got a good group of lads, and like I say, sometimes the bounces just haven't gone our way this year, but like I say, we do take a lot from tonight, and we're not going to hang our heads. We're definitely not. We've got a massive weekend next weekend. We've got Blackburn and Whitley, so we really need to get points out of that. And if you look at us at Christmas, we could be in a playoff spot. Now, for us, that is massive. We didn't expect to be in this position. We've worked hard to make sure that we didn't just collapse in games, and I still don't think we gave up tonight. We kept pushing and pushing and pushing, had chances right at the end. So, it's a credit to the players. They come and they work hard every single week, and let's say we take a lot of positives and we keep our heads high.
Well, as you say, you ended quite a bad run of results with a fantastic win over Blackburn last weekend. This weekend you've come across the top 2 teams and put in 2 really great performances. Next weekend you've got Blackburn again, and clearly they're going to be out for some revenge.
Yeah, they are. They're going to come at us pretty hard. But again, you know what? It's desperate times for them. It's desperate times for us. Points are of a premium, so we've got to make sure we go in there and work harder than them. And you know, we go with an attitude of we need these points more than they do, and we're going to go there and get those points because we deserve them right now. We're playing some good hockey.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Scott. Not the result you wanted, but a great game overall.
Yeah, thanks very much.
So there you have it. Deeside going down 9-3 to a very, very strong Billingham side. Mike, what can Deeside take from this?
I think, as we said upstairs, you know, these games against the Billinghams and the Solways, they're bonus games, aren't they? You know, they're not the games they're looking to take points. If they get a point, it's a bonus. You know, it's the more like the Blackburns, the Whitleys, the Solihuls, the Suttons. They're the games they want to win the points. So, you know, they can't be too downhearted. They played well. You know, they worked hard. 9-3 is a big scoreline, but it didn't, you know, show the full result of the game, really.
So, in a sense, we were listening to Scott McKenzie there, and he was saying that he's not disappointed with the team's performance tonight, but on the other hand, he says they can take a lot from it, and going into this two-game road trip that they've got coming up against Blackburn and Whitley, respectively. They're two teams that they need to pinch points off.
Yeah, you know, you play against these kind of players and they've got such fantastic experience of EPL, and when you're playing against these good players, you yourself develop and learn as a player as well. You realise what these better players are doing. So, you know, although they lost the game, like I said, Scott can take a lot of positives, his players can take a lot of positives, and when they go against teams where they're not as skilled, such as Blackburn this year, such as Whitley next week, you know, hopefully they can get a bit of a jump on them and they can use that experience to try and win you know, them vital points against Blackburn and Whitley next week.
So Billingham, as we've seen, very, very strong on the ice, certainly title contenders. They're going to be pushing Solway all the way, aren't they?
Oh, most definitely. Solway have had a strong start. Billingham were a little bit slow at the start. So there's a 6-point gap, I think it is, at the moment. So if Solway keep on going, you know, they might not be able to close the gap, but you know, if Billingham are getting some hot form right now, then you know, Solway are going to feel a little bit of pressure behind them, and you know, they might slip up. You never know.
Well, they're quite a strong team on the ice. I mean, they've got quite some depth in their squad, and that's a team that doesn't look like that they're affected too much by missing one or two players, whereas you know, other teams seem to suffer a lot with it. Would you say that they're real title contenders, or do you think other teams just below them, like Whitley, like Solihull now, have got a chance of catching them up?
I think it's all about the mental attitude of the Billingham Stars. You know, they've got the skilled players. You know, when you've got Michael Bowman on your third line, he's played 5, 6, 7 years EPL. You know, that says a lot about your lineup. But I think it was a couple of weeks ago they struggled against the Sutton Sting and they lost 3-2. You know, that is a shock. You know, and that is the shocks that Billingham can't afford to have.
Well, there you go. So stay tuned with Drop the Puck, because we'll give you all the best from the NIHL. I've been Gary Lee. He's been Mike Jones. Thanks.